Well, you know why we are here, folks. It's the match you've all been waiting for. Leonard Gates versus Jeremiah Millar. William Stewart here alongside me, Sean Green. In the background, as always, Mr. Nick DeShera. This is gonna be a brutal battle. What do you say, bud?
Buddy. Yeah. I mean, in my post today, I said, guys, I don't even have to talk about this. Like you're here. If you're here, you know why you're here, right? It's a race to nine, all cricket, and we have two of the top players, soft tip players in the entire country in North America that are going to average most likely above a six. I cannot wait, dude. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, this is gonna live up to the hype. Let's just say that. I know it will. We're talking at least 5-5 plus, I believe, and maybe even touching the 6 MPR range this evening. We will find out soon enough. But yeah, let's see here. What do you say, man? I don't know what 6 is, but let's go ahead and hear it. Go ahead.
They're going to be over a six. There's no other way to go with this, man. Let's look at this. Jeremiah Millar, the beast, originally from London, Ontario, which is where I actually just came from, currently lives in Oxford, Michigan. When I first met Jeremiah, he lived in Indianapolis. He was the guy. And he still is the guy when it comes to like Michigan, Indiana, those types of areas. He is hands down one of the best in Midwest, and I cannot wait to watch him play. Averaging a 5.29, which is not indicative of what he can actually do. Uh, that average is going to go up big time tonight. I guarantee it. 26.9 marks, 62.7 marks, 49.5 marks, and just 42 legs of darts. And his win percentage is 66.7 in Division 1, bro. But that's not even comparatively to Leonard Gates. I mean, Houston, Texas, sponsored by L Style, Dynasty Barrels, North American Darts Masters champion. He's literally playing tonight and then flying to Amsterdam tomorrow after just coming back from Ontario.
Yeah, getting his chance at the World Series Finals this weekend. I'm really excited to see how he does, to be honest. But yeah, this tonight is gonna be a great match. I know that Millar's ready. I know that Gates are ready. You've already went over the stats, sir. Well, to an extent, let's go ahead and say the little Gates one here, if you
Let,
like. Go ahead.
let me just tell you guys this. Leonard Gates has played 32 legs of darts. He has 37 nine marks. I
Insanity.
Dude, who does that? Who averages 1 plus 9 marks a leg of darts? That's stupid, insane, awesome. Averaging a 5.74, and I have a feeling that average is going to go up tonight, dude. This is going to be insanity.
Well, four of those are white horses, sir. Four
Yeah.
of those 9 marks, and I guarantee you they came at the very start of legs, where he goes trip 20, trip 19, trip 18, because that's what Leonard Gates does. He makes those strategic moves when he needs to, and that could be a factor in this match, whether good or bad for Leonard.
Let me ask you a question here, buddy, because I'm really curious. How do you beat Leonard Gates? How does Jeremiah Millar beat Leonard Gates tonight?
Well, if you had the chance to look at the interviews, he mentioned a little thing that he thought was going to be the factor, and I mentioned that white horse because Leonard likes to open up with those white horses. But is that strategically the best move? Not really when you're playing a guy the caliber of Jeremiah Millar. So Jeremiah is looking to capitalize on those strategic errors, possibly by Leonard Gates, and that's tough to say because Gates, when you talk about cricket players, Gates comes up there as your top five. He's got to be in your top five. If he's not, you're insane.
In the world. Like that's not just top five in North America, uh, just the Western Hemisphere. Like in the world, Leonard Gates is probably top five when it comes to cricket, um, soft tip cricket. Now Jeremiah isn't far behind, and I mean a darts live world champion or world stage winner in Jeremiah Millar. Dude, we're in for quite a battle. I don't need I How do we hype this up more without just making it sound so ridiculous that nothing's going to live up to this hype. And I guarantee you, it's still going to live up to the hype.
I don't think we really need to. Everybody's already tuning in. We got 590, almost 600 on all our platforms.
Air button, guys.
Yeah, hit it, let it grow. Let's get over to that 1,000 mark. Nick's trying to tell me I gotta dye my hair for TOC if we get over 1,000. I think that's like minute numbers. I think we're gonna have to get to 1,500 if I even think about doing that. But let's be honest, probably not. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe possibility. There's Mr. Gates right there, and we'll take a look at Jeremiah Millar as well over at the Union Eagles for Motor
Uh-oh.
City Darts.
Look at this. Thirsty's looking fantastic. How about the Eagles? The Union Eagles. I know they got some signs made up. You got Brian back there. Shout out to Motor City Darts and what they do. I know that Jeremiah, who's going to push the buttons all night long? That's really what I want to know.
Well, here's what I want to know from you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you on the spot, buddy. Who you got? Score line and who you got?
Oh, I'm going to take Millar, 9-8. And I think that his quality misses are just less than Soldier's.
I can't believe you just said that because I've been thinking all day that I was gonna go Millar, and I think that it's just Millar's day. I just think it's gonna be Millar's day myself. But then this guy starts spouting off on me on the interviews, and I'm like, do I really want to choose him, or do I want to go Gates? You know what? I'm gonna back it up. I'll back it up with you. I'll go 9-7 Millar, and I can't believe both of us are agreeing with each other on this one because that is just insane.
It is stupid to say because it's both against Leonard Gates, and that's why we're sitting here. Because
You're
sometimes
right.
sometimes we're way wrong. And we might be tonight. Soldier might prove us wrong. What do you guys think in the chat? Let us know. Who do you have tonight? What's your scoreline prediction? Let us know where you're tuning in from because we love to see that. If you've never watched before, let's go over the format and specific rules for the CSC Challenger Series. It is a double elimination style tournament. Both these guys are still on the winner side. This is a top 4 match. Players play a race to 9, best of 17 legs, all cricket with a cork to start the match. The loser of the previous leg will get the start after that. If either player is down 3 or more legs, which I don't see happening tonight, but if it does, they will continue to go first until the deficit is reduced to 2 legs or less. This is the PPD player advantage rule. If we go the distance, players will cork to start the last leg decider. And we might go the distance tonight, bud, and this still might be over within an hour and 20 minutes.
Here's what I'm gonna go ahead and do. I think we need to try to get Nick on a little like. We need to get a little who you got like poll going on here. If we can fit that in the chat somehow, we need to definitely do that and see who everybody has. Because I'm going to tell you what, there is way too many comments going on right now for us to just literally pick and choose a couple, and that's saying something. But here we go with our cork, folks. Our cork is 3 darts. Best round gets to go first.
We're going to get that delay figured out here in just a second with a refresh of those cameras. There's no way you should be able to see the dart hitting the dartboard before the dart goes in there. I know Nick's going to work on that for us. You can see Jeremiah's darts look like they're laying a little bit awkwardly in the board. It's just the angle of the dartboard is a little bit off center compared to Leonard's. So just kind of keep that in mind. But Soldier does get the start, so we're already 0 for 1, I'm sure.
Well, here we go, folks. I've been raring and waiting for this one. Is the winner of this, folks, gets to play Rick Hinsey for the king seat. So just wanted to point that out as we didn't really take a big look at our bracket, but I'll kind of guide you along the way in the background. As on our loser's side, still we have Kenny Doyle and Jesse Gore potentially playing tonight for a chance to meet Shane Johnson. And Shane Johnson is actually our 5th in averages right now. He's 5.0. And then down the bottom side, Kyle Liddicky and Johnny Lackey, which is going to play out after our match this evening, as Johnny's actually in the background of Thirsties.
Look at this. Oh, Jeremiah really wanted the 9 mark to get us started. You're absolutely right. Johnny Lackey taking on Willie Walker. That will be happening after this match on Star City, which is really awesome. I'm excited to be able to potentially watch that match after this one concludes. Guys, everyone who is tuning in, giving your scoreline prediction in the chat, just talking. You are automatically entered into tonight's raffle brought to you by A to Z Darts.com. Boom goes the dynamite. Tonight's raffle winner will receive their choice of either Leonard Gates Dynasty Barrels or the Jeremiah Millar Beast Signature Series darts by Next Gen, his company. That can be found on A to Z Darts.com.
I think that's actually going to be his 180 barrels,
Oh, is
actually.
it 180 barrels?
The
Okay.
180 beast. So
Okay.
just to make you aware, but
My bad.
I'm actually looking at this little poll we put in. The young man Nick Teixeira put that in our chat. So if you would, point click that old link and give us a poll vote here. We got 3-2 currently. Leonard Gates over Jeremiah Millar, and then come right back to the stream. What do you say?
Like it. I like it as Soldier looks to try and stab the 17's, not going to be able to get it done. And Jeremiah Millar against the throw, averaging a 6.67. Still behind in points, shockingly, with a 6.67. There's the point lead. And there's the close on the 19s. Jeremiah, 6 mark at the right time, takes control of the leg slightly. Point lead back, and there goes the point lead and control of the leg back in favor of Leonard Gates. This is going to be heavyweight haymakers going on here, bud.
Yeah, I definitely think so. This is going to be just a back and forth battle. Look at that big old fist bump from Jeremiah.
Dynamite. Look at that, and look at the sign. It's getting better and better every week.
It certainly is. It certainly is here. How about 12-6 currently, 13-6 currently in our votes. Leonard Gates over Jeremiah. How about an early break from Jeremiah Millar potentially? Let's see it.
How about 7.00 on the average?
That is kind of the kind of heat you're going to have to bring this evening, sir.
He'll extend that point lead there. Now go back to the Bulls. Ow, doesn't hit a single bullseye. That's shocking.
Shocking, we're not over 1,000 yet. 900 plus, though. Give us a share if you would. Give us a like and a follow if you have not. We definitely appreciate it whether you're tuning in on USA Darts and or Partners Promoting Darts.
All right, Jeremiah goes right at this, right, bub?
Oh, yeah. Why wouldn't you? I go right at it. He could potentially go points first and then take a look. That's exactly what he's going to do.
And there's the double bull. One more. And there's leg number 1. Jeremiah Millar, 6.29 in leg number 1. Breaking the throw early of Leonard Gates. How about that, bud?
Yeah, how about that? As it's getting rowdy up in the Eagles tonight. I'm sure you could hear a roar down the street from that place. Let's go, folks, as we've got a battle this evening here on Partners Promoting Darts CSC Challenger Series.
Man, and I realize I misspoke. I said that Lackey plays Walker. Lackey plays against Kyle Liddicky. That's my fault, bud.
Oopsie daisy. I didn't even catch you on that one. So my apologies for not catching him and reminding him, folks.
All right, I can make fun, or I can call myself out when I mess up too.
How about this? We'll put it in the chat one more time. Currently 18-11, folks, in favor of Leonard Gates. Let us know who you got in our poll. We just put it in the chat.
Jeremiah early on, looking in form. I think that he's been preparing for this, and he wants nothing more than to not do that anymore tonight. A 3 mark on the 19s. Doesn't get the point lead. Guys, tonight's broadcast is brought to you by A to Z Darts.com. Declare your independence with the new Shot Darts Americana range that just launched over at A to Z Darts.com. Embrace the possibilities of the open road, the starlit landscapes of Midwest prairies, cresting over the Rockies and onward to the curving horizon of the Pacific Ocean. It's pure adventure in big sky country. To browse this new range, just click the banner on the A to Z Darts homepage and enjoy new darts such as the Wrangler, Mardi Gras, Gator. Gator don't play no. Gator never been about that life. Never been about that life. And Route 66, all embracing a pure Americana theme by Shot Darts. I could not stop myself from doing it.
I knew you were thinking it right when you said Gator. I said he's gonna Will Ferrell the heck out of this right now.
Gator never been about that life. Never been about that.
How about this, folks? We are pointing it up here in round number 4, and we've got the 20s, 17s, and 19s. This is getting crazy.
We are over 1K watching across our platforms, bub.
That is great to hear. 32-21, Leonard Gates in our poll for this evening. Appreciate you guys voting. We definitely appreciate that. And once again, all your little comments this evening get you entered in to our giveaway for a set of player darts. Amazing giveaway this evening.
Yes, it is. I mean, and hats off to making that possible. It's going to be a great time, man. I'm telling you. Look at the darts flying right now. 575. Jeremiah picking it up. Boom goes the dynamite Jeremiah Millar. Number 3 for him. Soldier doesn't have any night marks early on. He's been averaging over 1 9 mark per leg of darts that he's thrown.
That is so surprising, honestly. Maybe, he potentially could be doing a lot of work on the steel tip board, but that is something to say because Gates usually is very back and forth. It doesn't really affect him. He uses the same exact setup for steel and soft, just the tip change, I believe. And he doesn't use conversions anymore. I think he uses a standard steel tip.
I think that he does too. I think he had those made for him in his barrel design. Of course, we're talking about the fact that he is heading over to Amsterdam for the World Series Finals this weekend. He just returned from Ontario, where he played in the last 3 CSC or CDC events. He's making a stop at Thirsties tonight before heading out tomorrow, bud. And look at this from Jeremiah. Oh, he wanted back-to-back 9s, averaging a 6.57, man.
He's put himself in another position to gain a break of throw and cause the early shift. This would be massive for Jeremiah.
We go. Boom goes the dynamite Leonard Gates. There's his first. But you're absolutely right. He is putting in a clinic right now on the dartboard. You going to go back to point, maybe? No, he's going for it. It's a good marker. Oh, just unlucky on that third dart. That second dart, what I mean by that is he could have banged it right off of it into the double with how that first dart was sitting.
He felt confident.
And Soldier gets the point lead.
He's saying, whoa. He's got a potential. I think he's just got a single.
Oh.
No, yep. He's saying, hold up.
Yep, it's a single bowl. Yeah, so he's gonna reverse the double throw. This is a class move right here, right? No, it did. It was double bowl. It was in there. He's just making sure that it counted. It did.
Okay, I thought it did count as it was before. He was just maybe double checking there. Because I was wondering, I was like, maybe he's just being honest with the single bull. Maybe that's what I thought, obviously, but just double checking.
Oh, there's the trip 19 bullseye. And there it is. Jeremiah Millar up 2-0 against the throw for both of those, averaging another 6+, a 6.23 in this leg, bud.
This is This is honestly surprising start here. I didn't think this was gonna happen. I thought maybe we go 1-1, or maybe Gates might come out to a little run here, and then we'll see Millar kick in fast. But hey, we'll see what happens along the way. Just two legs in, folks. Plenty of time to share this away, and I'm honestly a little scared for the numbers that we've got already, as I may have to push this to 2,000, folks.
You don't get to do that. You already
Yes,
pushed it to
I said
1,500.
I said maybe in the first place. I didn't say a guarantee, as I may go perm instead.
Listen,
Ooh, ooh.
Gata never been about that life. Never been about that life. If you don't just accept your fate that if we get over 1,500 people, you have to dye your hair, bud. I didn't make the rules. I didn't say yes.
I didn't
You
say
did.
yes either, technically. If we're gonna go, technically here. Let's see if Gates can turn this on quick though. I mean, that's a good little start, and I think he's gonna start playing maybe a little strategic move here to start closing out stuff pretty quickly, potentially. I don't know. What do you think?
Surprised by that move from Maya there on the last start to try and close the 19s. I'm surprised he didn't just stay on the 17s for that last one. Maybe a little bit of block action, but I don't think so. As you see, Soldier easily regains control. But what do I know? Oh, Jeremiah, I guess, could have taken complete control if he would have hit the trip 17 first start, but does close the 19s. Playing a little chess here.
Yeah,
Leonard says no
big
more
close.
chess.
Big close. Big close right there.
I mean, I guess you can't throw above a 6 in every leg, right?
All right, I have to do it now because we potentially could get a shift here, but I'm gonna probably put that poll one more time in our chat here. Who do you got? Gates Millar, because well, bud, it's 33 to 25 now, as I think the momentum is shifting in Millar's favor, but Gates is now putting a standstill in 5.4 compared to 4.0. This is what we thought we'd see from Gates.
You're exactly right, but let me just throw this out at you. If Jeremiah Millar just holds his throw the rest of this time, he wins.
You are certainly correct, sir. You are certainly correct, and that can be a factor. But we do have that player advantage that some people need to remember about in the background.
That's true, but I think this is going to stay about where it's at for a little bit unless Gates throws in a big 7+ average against the throw, which obviously he can do and has done many times in the CSC Challenger Series. There's a reason he has an 82.9% win percentage. That's
Right.
insanity.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I had that written down as well. That is just a massive win percentage. I mean, most of his matches have just been, he's just been untouchable. I mean, in that match versus Scuba Steve, unfortunately, it was just a runaway effort and just was untouchable.
Yeah,
He can do that. He can just do that to you.
he can. Leonard Gates has a 7.0 gear.
Mhm.
Let's call it how it is. He has a 7.0 gear, and he doesn't want to lose tonight. No matter how much he was focused on the CDC this past weekend, how much he's probably focused on the World Series in Amsterdam, he doesn't want to lose tonight. And you could see him. He might kick it into an extra gear here. If Jeremiah continues to keep the lead here, doesn't break the throw early for Soldier, I think you might see some 7+s coming into play.
Well, I did want to mention, it's better than $4,500. Another $4,500, because this would be the second one if he potentially won this CSC Challenger Series and went back to back. And well, after a $10,000 PDC North American Championship, that's a pretty good year of darts just in that alone. But
Well,
66.7 win percentage for Jeremiah Millar. I wanted to mention that as well.
absolutely. And let's also say this: both these guys guaranteed at least $1,200 in the CSC Challenger Series, and that's only if they go lose lose, right? Um, if they go to that fourth place match, $80 or $5,500, and then $1,750 for third place. My goodness. $2,250 and then $4,500. You said it earlier. The amount of money that's in play for these is amazing. Amazing.
How about that from Jeremiah? He went trip 19, trip 18, and then went for the points.
I like it. It puts a lot of pressure on Gates, and Gates only gets a 5 mark out of the 17s. I think you're going to see Jeremiah Millar. The one thing that he will not do is make a mistake on where he is shooting. Everything has a purpose. Everything that he is doing is for a reason. That's why he went 20s there instead of 16s. I'm not privy to exactly the intricacies of his gameplay because it is honestly statistically perfect. But speaking of perfect, boom goes the dynamite there for Leonard Gates.
So, also, I did want to mention because I did get a text as well. He actually took this is actually a Booyah Cup rematch from the finals, and Gates ended up winning that for like a hefty $4,000. So I'd say a pretty good year so far for Leonard Gates.
You can say that. He's also won a CDC event for $2,000. He, he's going over to Amsterdam where he's
The
going to
list
make
goes
even more
on.
money. Yeah,
The
it
list goes
sure
on,
does.
folks. No, it is, and I did want to just say, as we kind of wrap up that talk, is just like he is going to be in the Grand Slam as well as the World Championships. It's great to see North Americans getting opportunities on the big stage. That's good for us.
Yeah. No, man, it's the first time we've ever had a North American in the World Series finals, and we have 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And
Matt Campbell and Danny Baggage as well.
back to back, boom goes the dynamites for Leonard Gates. 3 in the bed, 2 times in a row on the 16s. That's 6 trip 16s in a row for those counting at home. But yes, Danny Baggish, shout out to him. Also, will be returning to the Ali Pally stage in December alongside Leonard Gates in the World Championship, the Kazoo World Championships for the PDC. And then also shout out to Dave Cameron, our Canadian representative across the pond at the Alexandra Palace, for being number 1 on the Canadian Order of Merit. And Matt Campbell has already made a final in a PDC floor event. Boom goes the dynamite again. Back to back to back 9 marks for Soldier Leonard Gates against the throw. You want to talk about timing, bud?
We
That's timing.
we knew it was only a matter of time before Gates kicked on, and we're starting to see it 6.63 here, folks.
Look at that. Stabs the 16s. And do you want to know why he does that?
Let's hear it, buddy.
If Gates doesn't get a double bull and a trip 15 there to win the leg here, Jeremiah now has winning darts in his hand.
There you go for at home. You learn a little bit here, strategic wise, just by watching these guys, let alone our rubbish talk.
There's the point lead. And he's just going to stay right there.
I think that's
Do the math.
smart.
Yep. Does the math. Make sure that another trip 15 really does help. But he goes double bull instead. What an 8 mark. What an 8 mark. Puts so much pressure here on Soldier. He can't win the leg. He can't win the leg now. And Jeremiah Millar will come back, need him 1 bull. That was just brilliant strategy from Jeremiah to pull out this leg.
We'll see if he gives the big old Tiger Woods fist bump here. He gives a little side one as he knows that's a good momentum shift leg there. 5.71 for Millar.
Being pushed by a 5.8, including 3 9 marks back to back to back from Leonard Gates. And Jeremiah still wins the leg. Are you kidding me? Jeremiah still won a leg with Leonard Gates going back to back to back 9 marks.
Yeah, just shutting that door. As if you look behind these guys, Johnny Lackey and Gerald Rutledge are having a chuck there at Thirsties. A couple CSC Challenger Series participants. Johnny in Division 1. Division 2 for Gerald, if you watched our previous Wednesday stream.
This is about as entertaining as darts as you can get. buddy, right here. Guys, hit that share button. Let everyone know what's going on. We're at almost 1,200 across our platforms. Let's pump those numbers up. Let's get them up. Hit that share button. Let everyone know 3-1 right now. Jeremiah Millar. We're going to have ourselves a battle.
I would say so. We still got some interviews as well, folks. So you can stay tuned and hear Jeremiah talk some schmack on me. So, well, not once, but twice. Yeah, it's all good and fun though. So I take it in stride as he throws in a nice 7 mark there.
Well, one thing I'm going to tell you, bud, is Jeremiah mentions it in his interview because you could have seen that before the match started. Great job, by the way, by our third Nick Teixeira on those interviews. They were fantastic. But Jeremiah mentions that it's raw emotion that he is given. He's not thinking about those fist bumps. He's not thinking about all the energy that's going on in the room. It's just a natural thing that he is doing. And he, you see him go, come on! Can't hit a trip 17, throwing 2 darts at it. Ridiculous.
No, I think you're right. I love a little fiery passion behind the Aki. I've always played kind of like that myself. And when you have a big momentum round, I think there's nothing worse your opponent wants to see than to kind of see that, let alone hear it. So I don't know. But you have to do it in stride. You can't get too into it because it can be too much to handle. But so far, Jeremiah is handling this well. He's definitely the experienced player. He's been in this spot before, so he's just chugging along, just chugging along.
Evan Soldier, I'm so surprised he just made that move to go and try and kill those 18s. I guess he wanted to take the high ground away from Millar, but he had been destroying those 16s the past leg, and that might be the reason why he did not go at 16s for the whole time. He went to back 9 marks on the 16s earlier, didn't help him.
Oh,
It's
oh,
Jeremiah Millar against the throw, baby. It's just boom goes the dynamite. He's been setting off the fireworks left and right, dude.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. I mean, as we go along, I think we're gonna see possibly if Jeremiah starts to rattle off some legs, Gates is gonna potentially make some strategic errors just because he's not been in this spot many times. I think he's used to being out in front and running away with things, not behind and trying to catch up. He's not usually that racehorse. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Jeremiah Millar stretches out his lead up 4-1 on Leonard Gates. A bit, I'm going to be honest, I think most would say this is a shocking start to this match.
Well,
3 legs against the throw for Jeremiah Millar so far. That never
well,
happens to Soldier.
well, I just said racehorse. We could see a second coming of Secretariat here. 31 lakes potentially. You never know, but you just never know. If Jeremiah starts rattling off a couple more, I mean, this could get tourney. But I think Gates is still going to come back potentially in this match and make it interesting. But who knows?
Look at Sugar Shane Johnson in the chat saying, I better hit the practice board with crying faces.
How about this? We got Benny Dersch in the chat
I love it.
going a little face as he's getting interested in this bad boy.
Well,
That's a guy I would
boom.
go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I was just saying that's a guy I'm interested in seeing coming out for this potentially in the future.
Man, you ain't a wolf in there. Boom goes the dynamite Jeremiah Millar. 3 in the bed on the 19s. Sorry, I have to throw out my Outsiders reference. You know me.
I know it. I know it for a fact. Uh, actually, I was able to see Benny at a Father's Day Frenzy event, and he's still chucking fairly well in that bad boy. So
Look at these averages, dude. An 8.0 and a 7.0. I mean, yeah, it's round 3. Okay, I get that. But my goodness, these starts. This is why I don't play darts anymore. I quit. I can't do this. There's no way I would ever. No matter how much I would work hard and practice, I don't have the natural God-given talent to be pulling off what these guys are doing.
it's insanity. It really is. And this is, I mean, it makes you wonder why doesn't everybody want to watch this? Why isn't this a nationwide sport already? And why aren't we seeing this on the big screen every single weekend? I mean, we could do that.
Listen, you're absolutely 100% right. We can harp on this. We can get on our soapbox, and we really should. And I'm going to argue with you right now. This is a natural, like national sport. If you asked everyone where they were tuning in from right now, it would be from East Coast to West Coast. It would be from the south tip of Florida, all the way up to northern Wisconsin. I mean, and heading into Canada and beyond. I truly think that there is a definite audience for this level of play. How watching any sport this weekend, this is going to be just as mesmerizing. Guys, if you don't play darts, I'm telling you right now, darts is not this easy. These two players are in a class of their own right now on the dartboard tonight. Uh, this game is not as easy as these guys are making it.
Certainly not. I mean, you pick up the darts for the first time, you're lucky to hit the a segment or the board, let alone the triple. And these guys are making it look so easy. Practice makes perfect. They're proving it here, folks. Nice 7 mark from Millar, but 7 marks just seems like just a 7 mark. What?
I mean, yeah, it is. It's just as you're seeing right here from Soldier. Throws in, boom goes the dynamite. 9 marks on the 20s. Regains that point lead by 112 points. Nope, way off. 32 points.
Whoopsies. Sean, it is leg six. We've seen we've seen 9 marks as I rattle around the word that I was trying to find there. Do you see us getting to our record, 32?
Yes.
There you heard it, folks. Do you see us getting to 32 9 marks? Let us know in the chat. That's a lot of booms, almost too many booms, as maybe we'll fit in a broom, goes the janitor in that one. As right now, Jeremiah Millar is sweeping up the competition.
I loved it. I loved it. The buddy. Guys, if you are in our chat on Facebook, just know you're automatically entering yourself into tonight's raffle for your chance to win your choice of either Leonard Gates or Jeremiah Millar's signature darts found at AtoZDarts.com. That's so cool. It's such a cool promotion. Get yourself some new darts. I guarantee you, it's the darts. It's not the players. It's definitely their darts. That's what makes them so good. So if you get your own set, you can do exactly what Soldier just did and average a 6.0.
There we go. We finally see him break into the sixes for a winning leg. His last winning leg was 4.83. He was hovering in those fives most of the time, but after a bowl or so, you'll drop down to those high fours. So let's see if he can hang with Millar here. Let's see if we can go to a 4-3 break potentially, or will Millar go into the break up 5-2 with just 4 legs needed to win?
Look at this from Jeremiah Millar. Boom goes the dynamite. Starts off perfect with the 9. He is, I'm not joking. You can hear the roars from across that location. And I don't know why I put a T in across, but I did because it is that loud in there.
Oh,
And look,
man.
What an unlucky deflection. That is the prettiest 6 mark I've ever seen.
Well, I just wanted to say, before we get too far into this, thank goodness this bad boy can't end in a tie like some NFL games. Man, oh man. I just wanted to fit that in
So
before
much.
we get too far along.
I hate you so much. I can't even tell you. You know what? I just thought I'd be nice to the Houston area people. The coach just wanted to make you guys feel welcome and nice. Boom goes the dynamite Leonard Gates. Speaking of Houston, that's where he is playing out of tonight. Um, I don't know how you miss a 42-yard field goal to win the game in overtime. Indoors.
Hey, buddy.
Indoors.
Hey,
Indoors.
it
Playoffs.
happens.
Playoffs.
It happens, buddy. It happens. I'm just thankful that this one's gonna round out with a victor here in our race to 17 at cricket match here.
Well, here we go. 667 for Soldier, a 5.0 right now for Jeremiah. Big darts. Big darts. Gets the 4 mark, but not enough. It's just not enough.
Yeah, we'll see what Gates potentially does here. As it looks like Nick's going to scramble to refresh our screen there, but he goes ahead and takes a chance, goes ahead and takes out the 20. I like that move. He's ahead by 122 now.
Jeremiah, that first start laying a little awkward for him in the 19s. Yeah, and you see it's going to catch the flights. That's a tough one. That first start in the trip was laying awkwardly for the way that Jeremiah Millar throws. Woo! And boom goes the dynamite. Leonard Gates throwing those darts magically into the trip segments without even throwing the darts. The board knew where it was going before it landed.
Nick's hard at work already trying to solve the issue at hand, so bear with us for just a second as once again, folks, Florida, Kansas, Indiana, Texas, and Michigan tonight is where we're all at as we deal with maybe just a little hiccup in areas. It looks like it's resolved.
That's back to back to back 9 marks right now, bud.
It's just, this is crazy, man. This is crazy.
I feel like people thought we were nuts with how we were promoting this, and we know better. We know these guys are going to do everything they're supposed to do. I can't believe Jeremiah missed a triple there.
We knew it was going to be an appetizing affair. I think everybody at home knew that as well. We planned a date almost 2 weeks ago, and everybody set it in their phone underneath the notifications to remind them to tune in this evening. And I think we're seeing it with our viewership right now. So appreciate you all tuning in from around the country and potentially around the world, as we've seen some overseas viewers as well. So thanks for tuning in.
Did you just see that? That was an open round.
Ooh, you don't see that often.
Oh, Leonard, be nice. Gets the double, closes the bulls out and the 16s, all leaving Jeremiah is 15s and a hope that Soldier, he's still 9 marks it, of course. Boom goes the dynamite. We're at 16 now. We went from 10 to 16 in a leg of darts.
That, folks, our record is at stake here as Leonard Gates throws in a 6.58 in that leg to make it 4-3 as we go into our break. How about you folks listen to our interviews and have a listen as Jeremiah Millar talk some smack on me and come back for the conclusion of this one. What do you say, Sean?
I'm going to throw out my chair from the room that I'm in because I'm not going to need it for the second half of this. I might be standing this entire time. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Hit that share button. Listen to these interviews. They're very insightful, and we will be right back after this short break.
Jeremiah Millar, play for Motor City Darts, and tonight I'm playing out of Union Eagles.
Well, Jeremiah Millar, the Beast, back on the CSC Challenger Series once again. Division 1 matchup tonight against Leonard Gates. Last time we saw you on the stream, it was a heck of a match against Kenny Doyle. Some fireworks were being thrown, dynamites were exploding, and you were doing quite the showmanship. You had some big celebrations, some big roars that we felt like we could almost hear. Can we talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, actually, those of you that have watched me in the past, when I was at my best, I was a very high intensity, very emotional player. So when I'm in that zone, you're not thinking about anything other than, kind of execution and it's kind of raw motion. So if you see me in that zone, that means I'm usually playing pretty well.
Well, you did play very well last time we saw you, and to the fact that right now you're one of the top averages, and we're playing against the top average tonight. You are right now averaging a 5.29 in the CSC Challenger Series in NPR versus Leonard Gates 5.74. Do you think that average difference will be impactful tonight?
I mean, that's a huge difference. Anyone that's looking in would say that by no means am I the favorite. And that's just kind of a motivator for me. Mr. Will Stewart is wanting me to go back to the practice board because there is such a gap and I am the underdog. But I'm here to tell you that 5.29 average does not represent my caliber. I think I'm like a 5.7 and been known to throw some 6 pluses. So I would not count me out.
The other question I really had for you here, though, is so since we do have a lot of people watching tonight, there's going to be a lot of people that might not play darts or are brand new to darts watching these high averages, these boom goes the dynamites, and these critical good misses this evening. With that being said, what advice do you want one of those players to take away that are watching this match?
Probably the biggest advice is when you miss, have quality misses. Per Mr. Will. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. I think just recognize there's a strategic part of the game, then there's a skill set part of the game. So don't get discouraged if your skill set doesn't match what a Leonard Gates does because he's been doing it for so long. But maybe watch some of the strategy and maybe help strengthen your game.
Well, I'm excited to see the Beast take a claw over at the Soldier tonight. Is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
No, just again, I think you hear from everyone. It means more to the players than you guys know. It'd be kind of a lonely sport, and it wouldn't be meaningful if we didn't have your support. So keep the messages coming. Let's get those shares on Facebook, and let's make this the biggest one ever.
I'm looking forward to it. That's the kind words of Jeremiah Millar playing Leonard Gates this evening on the CSC Challenger Series Division 1 matchup. And I wish you nothing but the best of luck, my friends.
I appreciate it. I'm Jeremiah Millar, and you're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
Hello, my name is Leonard Gates. I play out of Thirsty's Sports Bar in Pinehurst, Texas, here in Texas. And the operator is Star City Amusement.
Well, Leonard the Soldier Gates back at the CSC once again. It's a pleasure to have you back on our show here, and we're excited to feature you again. Let's go ahead and jump right into the nitty gritty here. Right now, you are the head average at a 5.74 NPR, with only 6 players in total having a 5+ NPR. What sets you apart from these other players as far as why your average is so much higher?
I think with me, it's I don't know what I guess how long they've been playing, but I've been playing for a while, and it's I think I've gotten it to the point where I know what I'm there to do. I know what I'm gonna do when I get there, and then once I get that motor going, the averages just compounds itself to stay on that same plane at a high average, high level of play. That's the way I look at it,
Absolutely. And now, looking at tonight's match, you got Jeremiah the Beast Millar against Leonard the Soldier Gates, the Beast against the Soldier. How do you feel about tonight's match, and what's your mentality going into it?
I thought about that. I just hope Millar is not gonna prank call my phone or something like that to try to throw me off my game, or or send some little lucky charms my way or something. I don't know. I mean, but I'm going into it looking. It's going to be a good match because he's definitely a good player, and we've had some good battles against each other and with each other. So I am not taking him lightly, no way whatsoever. I'm gonna try to be on my best game, just so I can give him the proper game that needs to be played tonight.
And that's well said, my friend. Normally I ask people after that question is, all right, what's your key to success tonight? How do you go about winning? But I'm going to ask you a different question. I'm going to ask you, what does it take to beat you tonight?
It's gonna take minimal misses. I guess kind of one up me on strategy wise. But like I said, when it comes to that, it's just about whose game is on and who's consistent, the most consistency. That's what it's going to take at tonight's matchup.
Well, I know we're going to have a lot of boom goes the dynamites at this rate, knowing you two at the Aki here. Is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else that's going to be watching along with us?
To my sponsors, L Style, Dynasty, Darts Live, Booyah, Powerhouse Sports. I want to thank y'all for running this journey with me. Hey, I'm going to keep going to all my people that like me, fans, non-fans. Hey, I'm going to tell you this here. Ask a question about the Spartans. What is their profession? Let's do it, baby.
Absolutely. I was in that room when that was going on. It was electricity in MSG. So we're excited to see some electricity at the line tonight. Soldier against the Beast. And we wish you nothing but the best of luck in your match.
I'm Leonard Gates, and you're watching the CSC Challenger Series tonight. Let's get it on.
Back once again with our conclusion of this epic battle between two heavyweight contenders. Leonard Gates, Jeremiah Millar are currently 4-3. Jeremiah, as we finish off our battle here, race to 9 legs. Boy, oh boy, I'm waiting to see where this one goes, because I think it could go either way still. As 5-2 would have potentially been massively different than 4-3. And I think right now, Jeremiah is still going to have to come out really hot in this leg, or it could get touchy.
I agree with you there, bud. You're spot on. If Jeremiah doesn't come out hot here, win this leg, kind of keep the lead at 5-3, it could get a little bit froggy from time to time.
Well, I wanted to mention real quick, because for those that were curious about where we're currently at as far as averages in this bad boy,
Yes.
well, 6 of our 7 legs are 5-7 or higher here. So how about I rattle them off? For Leonard Gates, 4.83, 6.0, 6.58 for his winning legs. For Jeremiah Millar, 6.29, 6.23, 5.71, and 6.35. Wow.
Yeah. Wow is the exact right phrase. And again, Jeremiah Millar coming into this match tonight was averaging a 5.27. And he even said, that's not indicative of my scoring power, my capabilities. He knows that he had like an off round, still won, of course, but had an off round at some point where he did not average the way that he knows that he should have. Soldier is averaging a 5.74 for the CSC Challenger Series, and Jeremiah is doing his best to stay with him. And boom goes the dynamite, number 17. If you thought that the detonation wasn't going to continue after the break, you're sadly mistaken. They are halfway to 34 9 marks, and we are not even halfway through this match.
Those at home that are wondering about the scoreboard on the game screen, that includes our count-up game, or our 501 game. That's our diddle, per se. So it is actually 4-3 Millar. But our first start was won by Gates. That's why it reads 4-4. Is another big 9 mark there from Gates.
Oh, broom goes the janitor for that 9 mark. from Leonard Gates, and I am so surprised Millar did not take out the 16s at some point there.
If Gates goes for the point lead, he does.
Takes
I think
advantage of that.
Yeah, that's the only way to go, I think, there.
Jeremiah missed a dart. I think that, let's be honest, that's what caused what happened there. And he's going to close the 16s now, I believe. No, he gets the point lead. He's going to let Soldier shoot at the 16s. How do you feel about that?
I would give Gates anything myself, but let's see what he does here. Stays right there for a nice 7 mark. It puts him up by 102.
Yeah, hits 7 of them, which does not give Jeremiah Millar winning darts.
But if Gates hit anything less than 7 there, it would have gave him a shot. That's why he shot it there. He needed to take away a dart. Gates will hit the bull and usually 2 darts.
Yeah. I would be really surprised if he didn't take his opportunity to go ahead and close that then. And he went ahead and did just that. But
that last one went dead center. That last bullseye is dead center. And we have a 4-4 tie, bub.
Out of 6.43.
My goodness. My goodness. This is insanity. Kevin Luke in our chat. Qualifier all ready for the Booyah Cup. Winning that one. That first qualifier there.
Yeah,
said had to stay on the bull. So he was on board with what Jeremiah did. But Leonard Gates answers the question that was asked to him by Jeremiah right there, which is, can you hit a 7 mark on the 16s to regain control? And he does exactly that.
John, I'm going to keep this one pretty simple tonight, as I just want to let you folks know, if you're wondering how to get involved in this bad boy, if you're saying, hey, I can take on Gates, I can take on Millar, well, do it, folks. Come on over to the PPD system and get involved. dartstoc.com. Find your nearest board, get involved in the leagues, and get qualified for this and TOC next year. Over $2 million in payouts for that event.
Yeah, and that actually includes the $50,000 supercharger bonus pool at the 2022 Tournament of Champions that's eligible to PPD remote players. So how it works, as we get up, boom goes the dynamite. For every PPD remote league, daily remote tournament, or DRT, or All-Star Triples tournament played, players earn points on our All-Star rank list. The more points a player has, the higher position they hold on the list. Eligibility for the Supercharger is based on play in the 2023 TOC year between July 15, 2022 and September 19, 2022, or 2023. Any players in the top 500 All-Star rank list positions on September 21st, 2022. Oh, I'm right. Or that's right, I'm wrong. Will be playing for bonus pool money at the TOC. For every TOC doubles and triples win, each TOC Supercharger player gets a piece of the $50K.
Woo! Money.
And kind of help sum up a little bit more about the 50K. That means if you're at TOC this year, you're in a top 500 and you get first place. Doesn't matter if you're playing in Division 12, if you're playing in the Open Division, if you're playing in any event. If you get first place, you're getting a share of that 50K.
How much money did you win from Division 12 2 years ago?
When I went in 2019, and there was a supercharger then, although it was a little different than how it works now. Basically, I got my share of the pool, and it gave me an extra $700 on top of my event winnings. So it was a $3K cash out that year for me.
Well, there you go.
Nice. Look at this, round 5, buddy. Round 5, 6-4, 6-4 in this leg. Back and forth we go.
This is insanity. Absolute insanity. I don't know why I keep getting surprised. I feel like I should be jaded at this point to the excitement of getting to watch these guys play, the perfection that these players get to play in and do. And I just mean perfect as far as they're pushing each other. These are heavyweight players that are throwing haymakers left and right at each other. 6.4 to a 6.33 is Nutso. Those are nutso averages.
Well, I think we heard it from Mike Maloney, and then we heard it from Jeremiah Millar last year that this just is going to keep getting better and better and better as we go along. And I didn't mean to offend Jeremiah by saying, "Man, you just got to keep practicing" or whatever, because he tried to warn us. He said these averages are going to be insane, and when you're throwing that averages that he was, it's like, man, I thought you were going to throw insane, bud. And this tonight is topping it. He's throwing what he needs to potentially win this match. But right now, we're all tied up with Jeremiah just within reach of grabbing this leg.
This is textbook darts here from Jeremiah Millar, 6.29. I'm going to go right at the bulls. Double bull will end this leg. He is so upset that he did not win the leg there. Did you see that? He is so furious he did not hit a double bull with that last dart. That's how perfect these guys are expecting to play right now. Again, for those of you who are just joining us from the first time, first of all, where you been? Second of all, excited to have you here. I'm Sean Green. I live in Indianapolis, Indiana. My co-commentator and best friend, Will Stewart, lives in Kansas. He's still in Kansas. I can't even use that. We ain't in Kansas anymore because he is. And then we got Nick DeShera, Dirachi, Young Buck, in Central Florida, just outside Orlando, in a little hole in the wall called Davenport. And of course, both these players,
bud.
yep. And both these players playing out of Houston, Texas, and Oxford, Michigan. So they are even on separate ends of the country, north and south. And we're able to bring you all of this action live at one time. It's so cool that we have, first of all, the technology to do this, but then second of all, the players that are taking the time every Monday, every Wednesday to do this. It's awesome. And the level of play that we get from these players makes our jobs the easiest jobs in the world.
They definitely know how to put on a show, and we wouldn't be here without you viewers tuning in as well, and those players know it, and they're just trying to achieve what they have practiced all their life for, to win a big event, get some money in their pocket. That's what they're going to try to do here, as well as, put you on the edge of your seat, and that's exactly what they're doing here, folks. What do you say?
I'm on the edge of my seat. I can tell you that much. Haven't moved from it.
I was on the edge of my seat from the very start. I knew this was going to be everything we wanted it to be, and so far it is.
Going up. Oh, not up far enough. You can see everyone in the background also on the edge of their seats. And then over at Thirsties, you got the disco. And a 7 mark from Leonard Gates over at Thirsties. Would that bother you? Would the disco ball bother you? Chrissy Grummel did say that it looks much worse on the stream than it does if you were there.
I don't think it would necessarily bother me, because once you kind of get in the stride of things, I think you're just really focused on the board. That should be your main focus anyway. Whatever goes on around you is just side things. So if you're really in tune and really, on your throw, you're going to be just fine.
Sorry, Dustin Holt in the chat says, I'm laying on the couch. Does that count? Ate too much popcorn.
Oh, my Lord. Mr. Dustin Holt.
This is a race to 9, all cricket. So they will go until 9 legs are done. And again, for you top players that are in our chat tonight that have not played in our CSC Challenger Series that want to get involved, go to dartstoc.com, check out the map. If you're not seeing anything in your area, have your vendor contact PPD on the website. That's all you need to do to get involved. As you see a brilliant 7 mark from Leonard Gates, throwing a 6.33 in this leg. But if you want to do battle with these guys, just like Jeremiah Millar wanted to do a year ago, you can get involved and get qualified. Now's the time to do so. Head to dartstoc.com. This is the only style of tournament, race to 9, all cricket against the best of the best across the country. We want you involved. Get involved.
He's just needing the one. He actually hit that 8 mark there as he picked
Yeah.
the double off in that last leg. So he does it there as we look to see what his average was. What, 616? There we go.
6-1-6. How many legs have been won over a 6.0 between our two players? It's 5-5.
Ooh, well, I missed Millar's last leg, I'm going to be honest with you. But we are, so far for I've had 2 legs that are not above a 6-0.
And Rip in the chat goes, shut it. Don't need more competition. I love it. I love that coming from Ken Rip. Great dart player. Has been with us since we started doing this season 1 last year. That's great. That's a great comment.
It was actually in previous CSC Challenger Series as well as this one. Unfortunately, not having the best of goes here is it's just unfortunately sometimes that's the nature of the beast is every once in a while you're not going to have the best of goes. But look at Millar saying, are you not entertained, folks?
That's the nature of that beast. Boom goes the dynamite for Jeremiah Millar. Throws in another 9. Speaking of 9s, how about the hat that Soldier was wearing during his interview, bud?
Loved it. Loved it.
That might be one of my
Mark
favorite
counter.
hats. That might be one of my favorite hats.
Well, you can grab yourself a nice little USA Darts hat if you want to. Head over to usadarts.live. Look at this. He is having fun with this tonight.
Boom goes the dynamite. Back-to-back 9s. We have 21. We're in leg number 11. If this goes the distance, which it's just leaning towards at this point, we're definitely breaking that record tonight. He's running 8.0, bub. Round 4.
Loving it. I am loving every bit of this. I know you folks are at home as well. It's just like, what can you even say at this point besides just the same old, it seems.
Brian George in the chat saying, just think, that's my boss. Speaking of Jeremiah Millar, imagine how conference calls go. Good one. That's a great point. He says, Maya has fun, F-U-N, capital letters. And that's why all of those people are there tonight. They know that they're going to get a show from Jeremiah Millar. Are you not entertained? The big arms getting it done. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love this, man.
See if we can get a game score on that, but apparently we're not going to see it. So unfortunately, we'll just miss out on that one for NPR wise. But I'll see around where we were at.
You see that?
What happened there? Yeah.
Soldier threw 3 warm-up darts before getting into this.
Oh.
And I think he threw a 7 mark with that warm-up darts. And only throws a 4 coming out of it.
Was it intentional or was it just by accident? It could have possibly been by accident.
From my perspective, he did not look at the game screen because he looked confused after, and he started with a 9 mark, but he didn't see if the game was actually started yet.
Speaking of starting with a 9 mark, Jeremiah Millar is heating up. Another 9 mark. That last leg had to be, at worst, a 7+ average. And there's the 9 mark to follow. Boom goes the dynamite back-to-back. Leonard Gates, Jeremiah Millar putting on a show. Hit that share button right now, guys. Are you not entertained? These gladiators are in the Coliseum just doing some damage on that dartboard to where Jeremiah is getting mad at 5 marks now.
I'm just literally sitting on the edge of my seat, just watching this bad boy to an extent. I essentially just want to be a fly on the wall in this match, and one of you viewers just chugging along, because man, oh man, are these guys giving us the entertainment we want this evening. Monday Night Football, who cares? Come on over to the CSC Challenger Series, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts.
Yeah, I already hate Jerry Jeudy, who is going to make me lose my fantasy match tonight with a stupid 70-yard touchdown. But who cares about Monday Night Football, guys? This is more entertaining. It really is. I'm not joking. I'm not trying to like just blow smoke at you. To me, I would rather be watching this match than watching Monday Night Football, especially because my Colts aren't playing. And who cares about a team that can only tie Houston?
Whoopsies.
Oopsies. 6.25, 6.25, bub.
Yeah, let's see if Gates can come in here and have a big round. Not going to do so. Just a single mark. That could be massive here.
A lot of people got the stream and football going on. I'm watching both. Hey, we just appreciate you guys tuning in with us at the same exact time.
Big shift here. Big shift here, potentially. Ooh.
And gives a little slap on the hip. He was wanting that 9 more than anything. And I think we all were looking for it to actually hit. But not going to punish it enough is going to be Soldier. So against the throw again, Jeremiah up 6-5. Has a potential here, a real opportunity to go 7-5 up in a race to 9. Points the 19s first. Now he's going to look at the 17s. Goodbye. Oh, and hits it off the flight of the trip 19 dart, and it registers a single. At least it didn't register question marks. You ever had that happen to you, bud? The question marks?
Yeah, the old question mark is deadly. It's almost more brutal than the outside. It's just like, what the? Come on.
Just don't count the dart. I don't want to see the question marks, you know? Like, I just don't count it at all. The board, if I'm Arachnid, I'm pleading with you. Get rid of the potential question marks. It makes darts way more frustrating for a dart player. I promise.
What a pivotal moment there for Millar to not get a close, letting Gates kind of stay in here. Very uncharacteristic to see just a 2 mark out of Millar.
It sticks to fall from Soldier. Not enough to get the point lead, but it is enough to put a lot of pressure on this throw here from Jeremiah. Oh boy. Now what do you do? What do you do?
Ooh, I think you go
15s?
15s. I think you go 15s here. Big, just try to hit a triple. See if he can. But that's a tough one. It's so tough to work around. He had to really step over, I thought, but
He went 2 mark, 3 mark, and it might cost him the whole leg. Wow, Soldier. Soldier! Boom goes the dynamite. Talk about timing it perfectly. Punishes Jeremiah Millar's 2 mark, 3 mark with a 9. And of course, Jeremiah's just going to nonchalantly throw in a hat trick.
no.
Darts is not
big
this easy.
deal.
Darts is not this easy. I cannot stress this enough. What these guys are doing is nuts. And there's the game. He goes 9 mark, perfect. 6 mark to close it. Wow. 6-6, bud.
6-6. This is just crazy. So far, 3 legs below a 6-0, bud. A 5.71, a 5.77, and a 4.83.
I'm surprised there's a 4.83, but did you hear that? 5.7s are the only other legs below a 6. Do you think both these guys are going to average over a 6 tonight? What do you think?
I would say so. I mentioned before it was a 5.5 or higher, potentially a 6, and you said guaranteed a 6, and we've seen it.
Yeah, we certainly are. And I wish someone could message Soldier to be like, hey, after the match, can you just go to the stats screen and just put it up for us?
Well,
just so we can see it.
Each competitor, this is anyone's race here. Each competitor is just 3 legs away from wrapping this one up.
Listen, Bear Nance wraps it up perfectly. Holy poop.
Well, Rick Hensey stating Gates has never lost more than 6 games. Millar could be the first. You had it going 9-8. I had it going 9-7, both in Millar's favor, which was kind of surprising, I would say. But
This has
I don't
lived
know.
up to
I
all
don't
the
know.
hype. Jeremiah has lived up to this. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, for us to say we have Jeremiah 9-7, 9-8, and then he's come out on fire, bud. He has come out ready to prove something, that the Beast is back. The Beast is not just an owner of a dart company. He is here to play and be at the top of the game again. He's proving this right now. And Rick Hensey is watching this saying, well, hopefully they have an off week next week or in 2 weeks or whenever. Or I guess it's my turn to average above a 6 too. Because he can do that as well. And Joshua Todd, it is 6-6. This is game 14. However, the diddle counts against that game count on the score screen. So you can keep yelling all you want, but the score is correct at 6-6. And if you're just turning us for the first time, you would not know that without us mentioning it. So welcome. We're happy to have you here. Every week we have to mention this to people, so don't feel bad about it. We appreciate you trying to get it corrected. It is correct. We promise you it's 6-6 right now.
At this point, we're going to get Nick to create a ticker for us. Every once in a while, we'll just throw that bad boy up because it is confusing. Let's be honest, that game screen can be, but it's better than the corking, because that could be so close and minute and tough to decide that it's not going to really be able to.
We should just have a sticker at the bottom that just says, the score is correct. The score is correct.
Gates is running away with this leg here. 400 to 335, 583 to 433. I think Millar's going to take a second here just to kind of get his mind right.
He's doing the math is what he's doing. If I close the 20s at some point in this, does it help me? Or do I just stay on the 18s the whole way? Now he's going to stay on the 18s the whole way. Just kidding. A liar! That's what I am.
Well, he wanted to make sure he didn't go 4 numbers down. That's why he had to close there if he got the point lead.
You really see Gates? Gates is using the 17 a lot. Honestly, he's going to that instead of the 19s or the 18s even. He's been using that 17 as his second number.
With fire right now, leaving the 18s open. Jeremiah does not punish at all. Throws an actual frustrated dart on dart 3. This isn't over yet. That might come back to bite him, but Soldier is 3 darts away from winning this leg. And with a smile on his face, too.
Oh, a cheeky smile. He must be smiling or laughing at somebody. Somebody must be telling him something.
Oh, my
he
goodness.
He could be laughing at us, folks.
No. There's no way he's listening to us or cares. Guaranteed he does not care. There it is. Double bull for the win of the leg. And Soldier takes his first lead of the match at 7-6.
Well, Millar's going to take just a deep breath here. Kind of try to forgo that leg, forget about it, as they say.
This is actually, they are back on throw for the first time in this match, with Soldier winning the diddle. So this is the first time where we're seeing them chalk for where they should be in the match. But as a reminder, if this does go to a last leg decider, they will re-cork. So Soldier does not automatically get that start in the last leg, or the loser doesn't automatically get that start in that last leg, depending on who that is.
Millar starting off with a 6 compared to Gates 4. Goes at the 19s first. Trying to quickly close. He'll go look back at it.
All right, I'm going to say it. I asked you the question at the top of this whole entire thing. How do you beat Leonard Gates? And I think the way that you beat Leonard Gates is you outscore him. You outplay his game. And what I mean by that is Jeremiah trying to quick close. Jeremiah, we've seen players know that the averages favor Soldier, so they try to make quick games out of it instead of battle, or think that they can just battle, and outscore him, outthrow him. Millar, if he wants to win this, has to have the confidence to outthrow Soldier and play his game.
Well, I'll say stamina-wise, I'm going to be honest with you. There's not many. I mean, PDC pros are one thing, but Gates has quite the stamina when it comes to playing. He plays all day, and I know for a fact that even when he goes to the hotel room at night, he has a board that he just even takes a couple chucks at when he's going home for the evening. So that just has to tell you that he's ready for any length of match. And we know that our format here is quite the doozy of a format.
Get that, but what I'm saying is, as we get a boom goes the dynamite from Soldier Leonard Gates, we're at 25. They've actually slowed down on their 9 marks, but I bet that's about to pick up here real quick. But what I'm saying is these guys are the best in their area. They are used to being that top person that can just outscore their opponent. If they decide to switch up that strategy against Soldier and not play the way that they're used to playing, I think that hurts that player overall. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. And I mean, you could say that, watching the player in front of you can hurt or help you, too. I mean, do you want to go just find out how they're going to play in the match itself and rely on your past experiences? Or do you watch them in that last match and use that as a builder?
Millar's starting to make some soft shots here when it counts the most. His closing has not been as strong as it was to start. We'll see if that changes right here. It needs to. Oh, yeah, it's going.
Yeah. Goes back to it.
Boom goes the dynamite just as I set it up. Look at that.
I was going to say, that guy's been on it. Every single 9, he has put that little poster out for you to see. Loving it.
And it is about to be 7-7, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Let us know in the chat. Who do you have, Soldier or the Beast? This is going to come down to a nail-biting finish. You're going to want to let everyone know who's tuning in as Jeremiah does win that. And we're going to get the average of a 5.25. And wow. Guys, just leaving your score prediction, just letting us know where you're tuning in from, automatically will enter into tonight's live stream giveaway brought to you by A to Z Darts.com. That raffle is for your choice of either Soldier or the Beast signature darts over at A to Z Darts.com. Who doesn't need new darts,
Yeah, who doesn't need new darts? Love it. Love it. It's a 5-mark opener for Gates in our 15th leg.
This is what it comes down to right here.
See what Gates decides to do. Does he look down now? No, he's going to look to the 18s to open up more, then go down for a nasty 9.
Goes the dynamite. 27 9 marks. That one might be the most important up to this point. Until this one. Boom goes the dynamite right back. Jeremiah Millar. This is where this thing is going to... We're going to see the best darts from these guys right now. Look at this. Oh my goodness. He almost goes back-to-back nines on 3 different trebles. Wow. Look at this. Are you not entertained? He almost like short armed that last one knowing that it was going in. He dropped that arm so quick. These guys are feeling it. Oh my gosh, he's doing it again. Oh my gosh. Just a bad electrician on the 17s, buddy.
He is upset. He is upset with himself. 7-3-3, 6-5 in this one.
Jeremiah finally missed a trip 17, but only misses one of them. He's been 8 of 9 on trip 17s in his last 3 throws. Wow. Oh my, don't, okay. Wow. I thought he was going to do it again. He's playing fun. He's playing fun darts. He could just stay on the trip 20s. It's smarter to stay on the trip 20s, but he's going trip 20, trip 18, and then trying to steal the close. This is nuts.
Even in close matches.
Look.
Come on.
11 of 12 on the trip 17s in his last 4 throws. What is going on? These guys are getting better. It's leg 15, buddy. They should be tired.
It looks like we're going to have to get just a quick refresh here as Nick's going to do that in the background, but a nice 7 mark there. Yeah, it's just effortless darts, it seems, from these guys at this point. It's just insane. How many times are we going to say that tonight? Insane.
This CSC Challenger Series is insanity this entire season, and this is a culmination of all of that. He's 13 of 15 on trip 17s in his last 5 throws at it. Soldier needs to get rid of those bad boys now.
He just knows that potentially Jeremiah Millar could stomp back, open up something, and come right back and close him. But I don't know, man. I don't know.
The opportunity. Here is the opportunity. Does he stay or does he try to get rid of him? We're about to find out.
I think you chop down the tree. You take another stab and then go up. He'll go up here.
Goes the dynamite. Guys, what is he's throwing a 7-5-7. This is like round 9. Round 8. It's round 8. And Soldier goes 9 mark. We are tied the record.
We have tied it. We have tied it, and we've got more legs to go. This bad boy's getting broken. Take the over, folks, always. Take that over.
Right here, right now. It's this throw. Oh, my gosh.
I almost gave you the ESPN bells there. I was so excited.
There go the 17s. What's going on? I can't speak.
Oh, man.
I'm just going to watch for a minute.
He's going to have to open up another number here, so he's got to hit a triple. Now, do you take your chance? 2-point lead. Do you take your chance? He's got to, I think. Oh! That could have been a make-or-break shot right there for this leg.
Yeah, that's the first big dart.
Oh, those are tough ones, too. As he elects to try to open up the 15 because he just couldn't find room in the middle of those darts.
18s are going. He's not happy about the points being down, but he's got to take out the 18s. Or is he going to regroup and change his strategy? He doesn't like taking out the 18s here. He's going back to 16s, bud.
I think he just knows that that's just a risk to take because, I mean, Gates is the kind of player, he'll hit a triple right off the back, and then it's uh-oh. You know it's uh-oh.
Oh, my gosh.
Yep.
Oh, we're over 1,000 points in round 11. With both of these guys averaging a 5.91 and a 6.8 in round 11.
Yeah, Millar's not happy with that one. He knows no matter what, even a triple here, he's going to
Take it
be
out.
down.
Do you take out the 18 here? Yeah. I can tell by the way he's going to the line. 18s are going bye-bye. There it goes.
Yep, and he goes for that big wedge, the smartest move possible. Just hit that single fat right in the center if you need to. But a big triple there, and he's going to close. Big darts from Gates.
Huge darts from Leonard Gates.
Gates is going to look at going ahead 8-7 with one needed to win this bad boy. But folks, this has been an entertaining leg of darts.
This is insanity. Soldier here, though. 3 clear at the bull if he wants to take that. He's looking at it. There it goes in 2. Wow. What a leg. If this thing wraps up with Soldier winning, this leg might be that leg that you look back on, bud.
I would agree is, hey, we've achieved a achievement here. How about 1,000 messages this evening in our chat on all our platforms? That is crazy. Thank you, folks, for tuning in. We're almost 100 away from potentially 1,500 viewers. Can you help us get there as we watch this round off? Give us a share, folks.
Hit that share button. Let everyone know what is going on. Don't forget to check out the new Shot Americana Darts launch over at A2ZDarts.com. Just click the banner on their homepage. Receive a free gift with purchase of any Americana barrels or Mega Tactical Darts case. Here's a message from Shot Darts themselves. This new darts range gives you the freedom to play it your way. From the chrome gleam of Route 66 to Gator's reptilian stealth, the masquerade magnificence of Mardi Gras, or the unbridled excitement of saddling up with the Wrangler. Americana celebrates the good old days, and those yet to come. Boom goes the dynamite. The Americana range is Shot's salute to the melting pot and infinite source of possibility that is the USA.
Well, that put us ahead. We now have a new 9-mark record as Leonard Gates and Jeremiah Millar have surpassed it.
Wow.
And by the way, it's a unique way of saying Wrangler. Yangler? Yangler? Is that right? Yangler? Okay. Just making sure. Just making sure. No, I knew our 9-mark record was potentially at risk going into this bad boy, and to see it in our 16th leg, yes sir, love it.
Jeremiah takes out the 18s, averaging a 6 to Soldier's 6.33. If Soldier wins this leg, it's over, bud. And
Big triples.
Boom goes the dynamite. The question now is how many will be the new record? What's your prediction there?
Man, you could very well see 38 tonight, I think. That's going to be a scary number to try to surpass. If you're future CSC Challenger Series live stream participants.
Trisha Lackey asking who had the record. Well, Johnny, as Boom goes the dynamite again. Johnny and his, nope, a 7-mark, or 8-mark. My bad, 8-mark. I got too excited.
I think it was Johnny and John tied it a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
Right, and I can't. Yep. Who was our first? Was it Kenny and?
Yeah. No, it was Soldier and Rick.
And Rick, Soldier and Rick. That's right.
Which could be the potential rematch here of the finals of last season. Here next week, Leonard Gates wants that. Jeremiah Millar trying to stop that from happening at this point, hoping to let them play each other in the 3rd place match instead. But we'll call that's an open round for these guys.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with Gates coming up with a good lead. He's going to look to go ahead and close this out in a hurry.
He leaves the 16s for Jeremiah, who needs to fill them up. chomping on his gum and chomping at the bit to throw those 3 darts.
Surprised it's our first time mentioning it this evening.
My goodness, what a match, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you have enjoyed your time with us this evening. These players have thrown lights out, and wow, Soldier 1 bull away from winning this 9-7. I would not have expected this at this point. Soldier's won, this will be 4 in a row? Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, at one point he was down, I believe, 4-1 in this match.
Well, there it is. Leonard Gates is your winner tonight. And hats off to both players. Definite hats off to Leonard Gates for pulling this out. A 6.46. Jeremiah Millar is going to be disappointed, but I think he needs to leave this happy that he's back. He's proven he's back. 6.0 plus Jeremiah Millar is here at the CSC Challenger Series. As you see the sportsmanship from him, he's going to be disappointed, as will everyone else sitting there. But the class of Jeremiah Millar, to thank everyone for being there, is really cool. And then to see this as well, Soldier Leonard Gates, Johnny Lackey, giving Johnny a little encouragement there before Johnny plays on stream.
Well, that was great to see those guys give some hugs, to give some acknowledgement to those guys that were supporting them, or those folks that were supporting them. Great to see out of both Thirsties and the Union Eagles up in Michigan. Big shout out to all you viewers for hanging in and watching both live here on Facebook and YouTube, as well as there in person. It really means a lot, as we were up there, almost got to the 1,500 mark that we were wanting. Will escapes with this little locks here. He's going to need a haircut. I won't show you the full do. That's why I consistently have worn a hat throughout this CSC.
Same. That's exactly the reason why I'm wearing a hat and have continued to do so. Yep.
Yep, there we go. Well,
Cat's out of the bag.
this puts a match for the king seat, as it's going to be Leonard Gates taking on Rick Hensey. Now, currently, Rick Hensey is our second in NPR with a 5.43. Gates was a 5.74 going into this match, but I have a feeling that's going to be a 5.85 potentially going into that king seat match. Now, for Jeremiah, he will go to that loser side and have to work his way through, but we could see him in the final.
Yeah, guys, if you were with us the whole time tonight, you witnessed a historical match for the CSC Challenger Series. 34 9 marks were hit tonight between the two players. Hats off to Jeremiah Millar. I just want to give him props again. Rose to the challenge tonight. And then Leonard Gates, again, just shows his class of dart skill. There's a reason he's going to Amsterdam. There's a reason he's the North American Darts Masters champion currently. And there's a reason he's going to the World Darts Championship in London in December.
Right.
He's the best in North America right now when it comes to soft tip and steel, hands down.
Well, let's give him some love in the chat, folks. What do you say as he makes his debut in the World Series finale here, as it'll be Leonard Gates, Danny Baggish, and Matt Campbell in that one. So let's give him some love in the chat, folks, as he, bids adieu and goes over there tomorrow. So it should be a good one. I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to see how he does.
Yeah, me too. Good luck to all of our North American competitors over there. That's prideful that we have 3 going over across the pond for that. But congrats also to Leonard Gates. We get a rematch of last year's finals for Division I. Rick Hensey, Soldier Leonard Gates. It's tough to get back to this, and both guys should be proud for that.
I wanted to say something here as Mike Maloney puts in a good statement. How about this? He says, I don't think that was even his best performance. Neither of them, actually. I've seen him so slow out of the gate. Ha, ha, ha. These guys throw 9 4s against me all the time. Just quite the statement. So he's
Yeah.
saying that's not enough, and we'll see more in the long run. I hope so, as that had everything we wanted, and we could potentially get more down the road. Sign me up, sir. Sign me up.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
Monday and Wednesday night, folks.
We'll be back Wednesday for another matchup, and it's going to be a doozy as well. You're going to want to tune in for that and come back with us every week, Monday, Wednesday. The darts will not get worse. That's for sure.
As Leonard Gates says, Spartans, what's your profession?
Haru, haru, haru. I love it. I love it.
Love it. Good job. Appreciate you joining us, man. That's a good win for you, sir. All righty, folks. Join us Wednesday night as we got another fantastic match for you. It's going to be Chrissy Gemmerl versus Mark Rowe, Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, right here on USA Darts and Partners Promoting Darts. See you there, folks. From all of us here at, the PPD, Will Stewart, Sean Green, and Nick Teixeira. Take care.
Have a good night, guys.